of all, congratulations. It was absolutely a pleasant surprise to see that you are at the cutting edge, not only in terms of business modeling, but also in terms of technology. And as we were discussing during the tea break, last year I was having a discussion about growth of DC load, and I said all the electronic appliances, the computers, the laptops, the cell phones, everything, and all the portable electronics and other electronics, they're all DC. And I said we should look at the global growth of DC load and do some calculation, some estimation of how much is the loss because of that conversion. And in fact, we were discussing this with the International Institute of Applied System Analysis in Vienna, and I was so surprised that you already saw ahead that you are actually doing it on the grounds of constellations. I also have a question. One, when you go to a village and you have, you try to market your nanogrid, there may already be some system. People may already have a solar home system. So how do you integrate that, or do they remain outside your grid? So are you able to integrate that into your system? One. Second, what kind of assurance or comfort you have that you will not get integrated into a grid? The grid would not reach there, because would you have some protection that if you have to recover your $10,000 of investment, you have an amortization period of 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. But suppose you invest and in the meanwhile the grid reaches there, then what happens? So do you have some kind of assurance that this will not, your investment will be protected?
Okay, so I think there's two parts. Let me start with the second one. When we designed this system, we said we are not afraid of grid coming tomorrow. In fact, that was one of the biggest things during our design phase. We say, look at a home. If you have grid today in even Dhaka city, everyone has IPS. If you go to Upajila level or district level, the quality of power in the available grid is so low, you need a backup. Now, what percentage of the load we run from backup is around 10%. Only few lights and fans when there is no electricity. So we say we will design the nano in a way that if grid comes tomorrow in your area, this becomes your 24/7 backup power. So we are not afraid of having the grid coming tomorrow, rather it's a complement. Why? To test that, we have installed 2 nanogrids in an area where there is electricity. And they are still using it as a backup power. No one needs IPS anymore. No one needs those inefficient diesel generators anymore. Because the diesel generators found a way into supporting those areas where they just support a few lights and charge by the lights. And it's a very efficient way, because if the load is very small and the diesel generator is running, then the cost is very high for them. And so when we moved in, we are cheaper than the diesel generator which was supporting, especially the shops in the marketplace. And it's cheaper than that. So that is one, which is, even the grid comes tomorrow, we see this as a backup power for them, because the power we are providing them, it will be so small when the grid comes. Now that 50 watt is all right for him, but when the grid comes, his number will jump to 500 to 1 kilowatt. And at that time, 50 watt becomes his backup power. So that is how we handle the grid availability today. And the first question.
The first question is your next presentation in a way. It's, do you work with
existing
It's an existing solar home system. Existing solar home system. So the solar home system is a product model. Everybody owns the system. So when they bought it, especially the guys who already paid up, they own the system. So what they do, in many places that we have installed the nano, we see the solar home system guys, they use their product first, and then they charge for additional things like the fan or all other things. So it's not really competing or replacing the solar home system, rather it's an organic expansion. When somebody already using solar home system solved his lighting problem, now he wants to add to that, and he wants the flexibility of paying as much as he wants to charge. So it is not a replacement or competition with solar home system, but rather it's an organic.
I think that